Greetings, my awesome blue stars. Welcome back to your not-so-daily exposing your classmates.
Hello, radiant beings of the internet. Gather round today. I'm pulling back the curtain and exposing the wild drama that unfolds in my classroom. Let's begin with Raphael and Fail. Yes, that's what we call him. These two, they can't stand each other's sworn nemesis, truly. So picture this. I'm minding my business at lunch, vibing with my food, when the universe decides it's time for chaos. After lunch, I return to class and boom, a full-blown fight erupts between Raphael and Fail. Fists flying, voices raised, and the crowd, oh, they were hyping it up like it was WWE. Luckily, our teacher interfered before it could turn into a full fighting match. But wait, there's more. Air also has long-standing beef with Fail. Sometimes it starts with a petty insult, but things escalate fast. Now let's speak about Atan. This all began when our teacher announced a seat switch in class. Up until then, Har had been my seatmate. Now, I'm next to Atan, a girl who is intensely obsessed with Har. The plot twist: Har has his sights set elsewhere. One random afternoon after lunch, Atan turns to me and deadpans. "We're not friends anymore." I blinked, just one blink. Then I calmly said, "Okay." Because, as my mom wisely says, people don't always need to cut the crap for you, you can cut it yourself. And honestly, that advice has never missed. Hey everyone, I'm Kamari, and while my life isn't a full-blown soap opera, this story is definitely something. There's this kid, we'll call her Taylor, she's the one always wearing the red hat. And then there's my English teacher, Miss K. Now, Miss K is, how do I say this nicely? She's kind of chronically online, out of nowhere. She'll say things like slay or throw Gen Z slang into Shakespeare discussions. It's wild. Now for the actual chaos. One day in class, a random image of a gargoyle popped up on the board, and suddenly Taylor goes, "Hey, that's my long-lost twin," while pointing dramatically at the gargoyle image. Miss K replied, "Yeah, it really looks like you." I know, right? I was shook. Then Taylor responded, "No, but seriously, that's my ugly twin. I'm the better-looking one." At that point, I was trying so hard not to laugh out loud, but wait, it doesn't end there. In math class, there's Miss Pink. One time, I looked away for literally 1 second and she threw a marker at me. Not even joking, it just flew past my head like a warning shot. Now let's talk about this infamous group in our grade. I call them the freakies. You'll know them if you see the pic. I'm not naming names, but here's some background drama. The freakies have this bizarre tradition of always leaving something random on the table: erasers, wrappers, sometimes a single sock. One day, Peter randomly hit Mason. Mason legit started crying. Like, real tears. And then Peter did the same thing to William, who we sometimes call Western Island. Long story. William was just like, it didn't hurt that bad. Which left all of us confused. Was it a prank? Who knows? My brother is kind of friends with the freakies, but not really. It's more like a hi and bye chat. And that's the end of my little tale. Thanks for tuning into my semi-chaotic school chronicles. Catch you in the next story time.
Hey guys, gather around. Today, I'm exposing my classmate, Nettie. Let's just say, my friend group is known for saying and doing some wildly out-of-pocket stuff, things I'm not even gonna get into right now. The chaos really started ramping up toward the end of the school year. For context, I was in 7th grade, so one day in June, Nettie, who, by the way, is usually the one leading the charge when it comes to unhinged behavior, decided to introduce this thing called corn dogging. If you've never heard of it, lucky you. It's where you go behind someone, grab both their shoulders, and drive your knee into their backside with force. Like, serious force. And of course, the very next day, my entire friend group thought it would be hilarious to start corn dogging each other in the hallways between classes. 7th grade, peak immaturity. Now, I happened to be the unfortunate daily victim that day. I didn't even want to participate in this, but I didn't have a choice. Let me explain how lunch worked at my school. We'd sit at our tables and wait for the lunch ladies to call us up one by one. So this particular day, we're sitting at our table, minding our business, and once it's our turn, we walk into the food hallway to get our meals, and guess what this menace, Nettie, does? He corn dogs me so hard, I swear I almost folded like a lawn chair. And guess what I had next? English, for 2 straight periods. I limped my way into class like I'd just come back from war. So I went home and told my mom. Naturally, she wasn't having it. She emailed my English teacher about what happened. The teacher said she'd talked to him. Did that stop Nettie? Nope. The very next day, he was back at it corn dogging people like he was getting paid for it. So Shy decided to get my revenge. We all had history class together, most of the group in the same period. The teacher turned around for 1 second, and that was my moment. I snuck up behind Nettie and hit him right in the corn dog to end all corn dogs, right into his no-no square. Poetic justice, and the best part, nobody snitched. Not a single person in the group said a word. Moral of the story: don't start a corn dog war if you can't handle the final boss move.
Bruh.
Hey everyone, I'm Machi and today, I'm exposing my best friend. So picture this, we're standing in the French corridor, just me and my best friend Kendall, waiting for the teacher to unlock the classroom. We're talking, chilling, minding our business. And then out of nowhere, she says, I stole a tampon from the nurse's office, and with another friend, let's call her nuts, we're planning to throw it in the middle of class. It's gonna be so fun. Excuse me, throwing a tampon is fun. Heck no. I turned to her like, what in the wobble dobble ding dong is wrong with you? You're literally about to get caught and come sobbing into my arms like you didn't just bring it on yourself. Are you delusional? I'm warning you now. And she hits me with the sass. Fine, you're so scared. LOL. Okay, Kendall, be brave. But don't expect sympathy when it all crumbles. So fast forward, the teacher opens the door. We go into class, Kendall being bold for no reason. She gets the tampon and hands it off to Nuts. I just sat there watching it happen. About 10 minutes in, Nuts launches the tampon. It zooms through the air like a shooting star and lands right under a girl's desk. That girl screamed. The teacher storms over, eyes blazing. Who threw that? This is clearly a girl's doing. If nobody owns up, there will be serious consequences. The class, silent. But the teacher wasn't done. I know who did it. I'll be having a chat with them right before break. Guess what happened next? You'll have to wait until the next video.
Well, that's the end. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to smash that like button like always and comment your favorite part of the video. If you haven't already, check out the other videos too. I promise they're awesome. Last but not least, don't forget to subscribe. Peace out, my awesome blue stars. Bye.